Rush Duel is a fast-paced spin-off game of Yu-Gi-Oh! Where you can summon as many monsters as you want and draw up to 5 cards each turn. In this series, me and the TheDrAlex progress through each Rush Duel product release and build decks with whatever cards were available at that time. We have been drafting characters from the Yu-Gi-Oh! 7's anime and have exclusive access to those characters' boss monsters, and will continue to draft characters from the Yu-Gi-Oh! Go Rush series. Join us as we continue to battle it out in this series, Rush Duel Character Draft. So this is the deck we're bringing to today's game. This is Earth Machines, and we're using a new boss monster we got, which was actually a promo card called Drilling Track Tiger. So this is an interesting card. Level 7 Earth Machine, 2500 attack, which is pretty decent. If we have a Pierce, Powerful Pierce, or Straight Pierce in our graveyard, we can send one card from our hand to the graveyard to add Pierce, Powerful Pierce, or Straight Pierce from graveyard to hand. So Pierce is an interesting one. It's not a great card because it's just kind of, you lose a card in exchange for maybe getting some damage in if your opponent's turtling up. But having the option to keep bringing it back is interesting at the very least. I don't know if we're actually going to be using this very much, but we thought we would try it out, and we've got the one copy of Pierce because I don't really think we will need more copies than this realistically. But just having a 2500 attack Earth Machine seems pretty decent. So if we look at the rest of the deck, we're on 3 ground attack Bugroth, just 1500 attack vanilla. We're on 3 Joint Tech Ace, 1500 attack vanilla. We're on 3 Carpendra, 1400 attack vanilla. We're on 3 Report Train, which is a 1300 attack vanilla. We're on these vanillas specifically so that we can resolve Joint Tech Bumper. So when an opponent's monster declares a direct attack, you can shuffle 3 machine-type normal monsters from your graveyard into the deck to destroy up to 3 attack position monsters on your opponent's field. Now, this has to be direct attack, so it's a little bit restrictive, but it's very, very powerful if we can actually manage to resolve it. So, our other boss monsters of the deck are going to be Shield Borer and Kong. Very, very powerful card, but only good against face-down defense position monsters. So during the main phase that you normally special summon this card, destroy 1 face-down defense position monster on your opponent's field. If you do, it gains 1000 attacks, so it becomes 3300, so it can be very, very powerful, but again, has to be a face-down defense position, so it can be a bit limiting. And then good old Joint Tech Rex, the 2500 attack Earth Machine, where during the turn you normal summon this card, you can shuffle 3 monsters from your graveyard into the deck to destroy 1 card in your opponent's spell and trap zone. It's a very, very powerful card. Again, not really a game-winning card, but it is a decent kind of supporting boss monster, and we're never going to really be upset to see it in our hand. Next up, we're on 3 copies of Craft the Drone. So just send a machine-type monster from your hand to the graveyard to draw a card. Very good filtering. We really, really enjoy this card. Stud Hedgepeg. So this is a card I believe was part of the strongest battle decks. And for the requirement of nothing, we can send the top card of our deck to the graveyard. Then if you send a monster to the graveyard by this effect, you can make 1 face-up monster on your opponent's field lose 500 attack. So just 500 weaken and then tribute it off to summon a bigger monster seems very, very good. We're on 1 copy of Iron Onslaught. This is because we really want to have a lot of traps in the deck. So we're just on the 1, and we've got 2 in the side deck in case we feel that we need it. Just being able to destroy spells and traps can be relevant. It depends what Alex is on, if he's got any really impactful trap cards that we need to deal with. We're on Graceful Charity. This is because we want to dig through our deck and find our important pieces early, and filling the graveyard with normal and Earth Machines is a very good thing for this deck because we generally need to shuffle a lot of cards back. We're on 2 copies of Beast Gear World. This is because our deck kind of lacks a lot of active destruction. We have a lot of reactive destruction or reactive cards that can change Alex's monsters to defense mode, but we don't really have a lot of ways to actively kind of get in and hit him, which is why we're going to use this to boost our 2500 attackers to 2800 and hope that's enough to allow us to kind of smack him and get some big damage in. We're on 2 copies of Beast Gear Secret Art Primal Fist. So when an opponent's monster declares an attack targeting your face-up level 7 to 9 Beast Warrior Fiend or Machine type monster, we can change the attacking monster to defense position. Then if you change a dragon, spellcaster, or fairy, again, Alex only has dragons, so if he is on dragons, we can destroy 1 spell or trap on the field, which would be neat, but for the most part, we want to use this to change Alex's monster to defense position so that we can attack over them. Similarly, we have Battle Demotion. When your opponent's monster declares an attack targeting your face-up machine-type monster, we can pay 600 life points, change 1 attack position monster on your opponent's field to face-up defense position. Again, very good. Change Alex's monster to defense, try and attack over them with our bigger monsters. Hopefully this card will be useful. And that's it for the main deck. So going into the side deck, we have 3 copies of Printing Presser. So this card can gain attack, and it can end up being quite big, but I think we'll only really need this if Alex is on monsters that are too big for our 2800s to hit over, so then we'll bring this in. We're on 2 copies of Iron Onslaught. Again, if Alex is on a trap heavy deck, we'll bring these in. 3 copies of block attack. This lets us be a bit more proactive, change Alex's monster to defense and attack over them. But again, this is not going to be very good into things like Light Galaxy. So we're not sure about bringing this in. We'll have to see. We are on the 3rd copy of Primal Fist in case we feel that we need it. We are on, again, a card that I think we're just going to keep bringing in the side deck, Hard Defense Mission. There are a lot of monsters that are 2500 attacks now. And if Alex is on a deck that has a lot of them, we can just bring this in and try and use this to gain a lot of value and be able to respond to Alex during his turn. Because a lot of the games that Alex has been beating us lately, it's because he's been able to just have this massive blowout turn, summon out a load of monsters, attack us for a load of damage, and we just don't really have an answer to it. And then Cross Sword Deathmatch. So we are on an Earth deck, so this card can be used in this deck. So when your Earth attribute monster is destroyed by an opponent's attack, inflict damage to your opponent equal to the number of Earth attribute normal monsters in your graveyard times 100. That's nice, but it's the other effect that we're mostly using this card for. Then if you inflict a damage to your opponent by this effect, you can destroy 1 face-up normal monster your opponent's field. So this means that using this, we can use it to destroy Alex's normal monsters. So if he is on a deck like the Light Galaxy, we can bring this in and actually have a good answer to a lot of his big monsters like his Galactica Oblivion. So this is the deck. I'm not super confident in it, but the machines haven't let us down before. They've generally been quite consistent. So unless Alex is on one of his extremely powerful decks, like one of his Galaxy decks, I think we have a fighting chance. So let's head on into the game and see if we can't take down Alex. Good old Rush Duel. It shouldn't actually be too long. I think we have this week, then 1 more week. Then we get the new set. Which
hopefully.
Yeah, we'll get to play with our equip spells, which I'm still very looking forward to. And they've, I assume you don't really keep up to date with the Rush Duel news, but there's a new, like, Rush rare. Like, I think it's still just the same rarity, but now the cards look different. They, like, come out of the border, which is like a first thing for Yu-Gi-Oh!
Right.
I've never really done that before, which looks pretty cool. And the cover card for that set is Blue Eyes White Dragon, so it's like an alternate art Blue Eyes where he's coming out of the frame, which looks pretty cool.
Neat.
But before we get to that stage, because we obviously will not have those cards for a little while, we have just regular Rush. Again, I think you still have a bunch of decks you could still bring, like even still with new cards. I think Light Galaxy and Dragon still have some new stuff. There might even be some promos knocking about that you have access to. So I really don't know what you're going to bring at all here. I'm hoping it's not like Galaxy, because I lose to that deck quite a lot.
Yeah.
That's kind of where I'm at. So let's fire on him and see what you've brought, and see if I get to be a happy chappy or saddy baddie.
Ooh. Wait a second.
Okay. Let me go first. What do I infer from this? Alright, I'm going to normal summon Report Rain.
Ooh, machines.
I'm going to summon Stud Hedgepeg. I'm going to tribute both off to summon my Shield Boring Kong. Fortunately, he doesn't do anything because you don't have any face down monsters, but I will set to him Pass.
Oh, this is awkward start. Well, Forest of the Sun.
Ooh, okay, we're on the insects.
Forest of the Sun.
Okay, so we're getting them out of the hand. So this card is face up on the field. Face up defense position insect monsters cannot be destroyed by card effects. They have to be face up defense position. Yeah, this is such a weird field spell, so I don't know how often I'm going to have effects that destroy your face up defense position monsters.
And end.
Okay, so it's the old set pass. Well, we'll go at it with Jointech Ace and his old friend Jointech Ace. I will then, I think, set back row, go battle. We will not be greedy, we'll just attack the big boy. And then we will get in for 3,000 direct damage. And then we will pass back to you.
Atlas Combat Beal.
Okay.
Schwapinning Silkworm Rebellion.
Okay. You can make one of my guys an insect.
Yeah, I'll activate. Join tech ace into an insect. Activate insect rampage.
Shuffle 2 monsters from your graveyard into the deck. All face insect was gain 300 attack at the end of turn. Friends insect destroy one face at level 8 or lower monster. Oh, I see how it is.
Pull that back in the deck. Yes.
Goodbye,
The
Kong.
big guy.
Okay. You still have a 400 attack monster on the field. I don't know if he's going to remain on the field.
Whoop, whoop.
Ooh, it's Digra. And 2 cards on top of your deck to the graveyard. Then if an insect monster is among the cards sent, gains attack the number times 400. He sent 1 insect, so he has gone up to 28. Now, question becomes, yes, I think I will do this just because I have another card I want to get out of my hand, even if I unfortunately don't draw an out to this. Oof. 16, can I beat 16? The deck says yes, we can beat 16. So we will summon out Carpendra. Then I will tribute my Carpendra and Jointech Ace to summon out my new monster, Drilling Track Tiger. Now this is a very, very strange card. It looks funny, right? It looks. I like its design, right? His effect, however, is if I have Pierce, Powerful Pierce, or Straight Pierce in my graveyard, I can send a card from my hand to the graveyard to add Pierce, Powerful Pierce, or Straight Pierce back to my hand. Now I don't have any of those cards in my graveyard. So he's not going to be doing a ton here. What I can do is activate my field spell. And then set a back row, go to battle, attack over with my Jointech Ace, and then get in direct with my Track Tiger. And pass back.
Okay.
Okay. So you can make my guy lose attack and become an insect. And you can discard draw. So we got rid of a boss monster brick.
Wait, intrude beetle.
Okay, so 2 or more face instruments in the field. Send a copy of your hand to the graveyard. Draw a card, then destroy a spell trap. It's nice, filtering into a spell trap destruction.
Activate this.
You're making me an
You'll
insect.
go into an insect.
And loses attack.
Then tribute to Dinosaurus. Empty my hand.
Mm-hmm.
What's this? Shuffle 3. Okay. 1, 3.
I have a feeling that my insect Track Tiger is about to die. I mean, I guess I will change it to defense. This keeps my guy alive. Okay, fortunately we did draw an out. It's not the best out, but it is an out. So normal summon, normal summon. Tribute both to summon Jointech Rex. Set, battle, Rex can get... Oh, I didn't use Rex's effect. In my mind, I was like, you don't have any spell traps back there. And then I just completely blanked the fact you had a field spell. Then we'll pass.
Nah, it's like nothing. Don't worry about it.
It is a very nice art on the field spell, though. I like having the field just covered in ladybirds.
Yeah. Well, my Fibellion.
So my machines don't like being insects.
That's fine. Then we'll activate.
Oh, discard draw.
Pitch. Let's get rid of that.
Got rid of my Primal Fist, which would have changed the monster defense mode. But only if you attacked the machine type, so if you attacked an insect type, it wouldn't have done it.
Well, this is effect.
Yep.
Oof, that's rough.
That's very fortunate for me.
And
can I win? If I hack that into there. No, I don't think I can win. Okay, what's the next best play then? Summon, summon, smack, 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 or no, it's got to be this. So we'll summon Ground Attacker Bergroth. We will summon Carpendra. We will tribute to summon Jointek Rex. Oh, you know what? Jointek Rex can only destroy cards in your spell and trap zone, so it cannot destroy your field spell. Yeah, I didn't misplay.
oh, interesting.
Definitely, I knew that all along. We'll get rid of Digger, and then we'll take another 1,000 off yet. Oh, and then we'll pass. I feel bad that your Digger whiffed, because that would have been so big if you would have got rid of the Jointek Rex.
Wouldn't it though? Can I draw an out? No, it's all set. Normal summon. Activator effect.
Alright, you make me an insect, change it to defense. I still currently have lethal on board, depending what your face down is. That's funny. Nothing I can actually do with it. We'll go ahead and summon out Jointek Ace. We'll go battle. We'll see if we can't take the rest of your life or not.
No!
Oh. You know,
Mirror Force!
I should, right, have thought about Mirror Force, but I didn't. How
Still, you never use it.
How hard do I get punished for this? We'll have to see. We'll have to see.
Right.
I still have 3 back row. You haven't seen my legend yet. I might have a Mirror Force back here. Now the question is, will you play around Mirror Force or not?
Atlas.
Well, we have Mirror Force at home. Mirror Force at home.
Wow, I forgot about that.
This is why we're on a bunch of poopy normal monsters, even though they're not 15s.
You can have 3 of those in your deck. That's way overpowered.
Now behold my legend, Graceful Charity. God, what do I do with this hand? Don't think it matters too much. With this and this. We'll summon out Crafter. We will use Crafter's effect. I'll discard Bergroth. I'll summon Crafter. Use Crafter's effect. Tribute 2 and summon Shield Boring Kong. Shield Boring Kong's effect. And wrap things up.
Oof.
Oh man. Just the Mirror Force play, bro. I was so taken aback. I was like, oh, I think this is over. And then it was like, oh, no, fuck. Oh. Yeah, you gotta try and work around my my Mirror Force at home now.
Let you go first again.
Okay. Interesting you letting me go first. I know we've never really decided if going first or second is better in Rush, but
Well, I mean, you're playing Shield Boring Kong, right?
Yeah.
So if I go first,
Yeah, but
and I
you
set a
didn't
bunch of
know that
monsters-
last game, you know?
No, but I know that now.
Yeah. My hand's a little wonky. I'll tell you what, I'm just going to do this. I summon Train, and I'll summon Hammer Guy, or Carpenter Boy, I guess. And we'll summon Joint Case. We'll set one back throw and pass it back. The old Rush special, empty hand as much as possible.
A monster in defense. Summon Delirium Papillion. Activate our effect.
Okay.
Joint Case.
Stop making him an insect. It's always him.
Set. Tribute 2.
Ooh, Dinosaurus.
And
Goodbye, Joint Case. Did you get any new insect cards in the latest sets?
yeah. Papillion. The only one.
Well, I mean, one is still more than none. Alright, we're going to flip over Iron Onslaught. We'll take out one of these back rows. That's not Mirror Force. What do we do with this then? Okay, this is the play. We are going to normal summon Stud Hedgepeg. We'll use its effect and not whiff. Excellent. Weaken this. Then we are going to tribute it alongside our Train to summon Drilling Track Tiger. We'll go ahead and summon out another ace. We'll go battle and we'll hope that back row doesn't stop this attack. Ah!
In the opening hand, baby.
I was like, do I play around the one of in this situation? I probably should have. I definitely could have. But we wanted to get greedy and get damage in. And there's the punish. So we'll pass back to you.
Well, might as well.
I still think that card is so weird. I'm trying to think of a situation where I would be destroying your face-up defense position insect-type monsters. That's a lot of damage. No, you're just going to whiff it. Here it
Can we
comes.
make it more?
Oh.
Make it a bit more. Go to defense. Hop.
Need a good draw here.
Huh?
That's not the good draw I need. So, turtle up mode. Go.
Yeah, alright. Drum off
Okay.
Caterpillar. Activate its effect. Hitch. What's this ladybug point?
Mm-hmm.
Tribute 2. Kaminari.
Then whiff Digger's effect.
Set. There's no point using Digger's effect.
I don't know, you might want cards in the grave. 1, 2, 3.
Oh.
Okay. What do we do with this is the question. Alright, we will... Summon Hedgepeg. Fire off Hedgepeg. Shit. We will summon Craft the Drone. Fire off Craft the Drone. Discard the draw. I will then tribute 2, summon out Shield Boring Kong. Set 2 monsters, go to battle and attempt to attack over the Flying Kamakiri, and then pass.
Okay.
This is looking tricky. Too many big boys I can't get over.
Set. Fabellion.
Mm-hmm.
Activate Fabellion. Make shield boring Kong and insert. Tribute Fabellion for a Matterless.
Okay.
Weaken your insect. And then we'll tribute to for a Matterless. Weaken your insect.
Yeah. That's pretty good. And you know my Mirror Force only works if it's a direct attack.
Indeed. Destroy level 8 low monster in your transfer field. No.
Yeah, we don't want to do that. Oh,
Nope.
goodbye.
Over.
Shield boring Cog. Oh, wow. One apiece. One apiece. It's not over yet. It's not over yet. We have a chance.
Shield boring insect. Let's go.
Alright, I'm gonna go first, I think.
Okay.
I do still quite like going first either way. We will. I think I'm gonna normal summon craft the drone. Fire off the effect, discarding a rapport train to draw. I'm gonna set and set the monster in defense and then pass over to you.
Okay. Well, we'll set that.
Mm-hmm.
We will. Set and set.
A lot of back row. Okay. I will. Am I doing this? I'd like to use this. I think we're going to fire off Graceful Charity.
Mm-hmm.
Let me draw and discard. So we're going to get rid of. If I do that, that, which means I wouldn't need that. I think we get rid of Rapport Train and Block Attack. Then we're going to Tribute 2 and summon out my Drilling Track Tiger. Going to set a monster. Set a back row, go to battle, see what my tiger can do. Okay. Then we'll pass on this.
Okay, sorry. Spinning.
Mm-hmm.
And Atlas. Make that guy an insect.
Once again, drilling trapped insect.
Yep. We will. Okay, yeah, we'll activate Intrude Beetle.
Okay.
Rich Papillion. Yes, we'll get rid of that.
It was hard defense mission.
Ooh. Repeat to Dorcas. Activate Rampage.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
So this will let you pop my track tiger.
Uh,
Ironically, yeah,
Two.
you can use either of your effects to destroy it.
Yeah.
I think the only thing insects don't really have is a good, like, piercer.
Yeah, it's true.
Right,
Although most,
can he let you
I
keep them?
think most archetypes don't really have piercing, right?
Yeah, well, I feel like the stronger archetypes always have a way to get damage in. So, like dragons, for example, they don't necessarily need piercing, even though I think they might even have it in a few cards. But they have Dragius, who, between your 3 attacks that you'd usually get, because you have 3 monsters, Dragius will get an extra attack, and that attack can go direct. So there's always a way to get at your opponent's life points, even if they're turtling.
Yeah.
And I feel like a lot of these stronger archetypes have something along those lines. Either like, oh, I'll change your defense position monster to attack position so I can get at your life points. Or, you know, extra attacks. Or I can just destroy one of your cards, which lets me get in. This is a tricky one. Alright, I need to summon one of these cards. Either way. So, we'll summon Jointech Ace. I'm going to tribute 2 and summon out Jointech Rex. I'm going to fire off Rex and put a bunch of cards back in my deck. So 1, 2, 3. Pop this one. What's that? Anciant? Ankiant? Obviously it's meant to be ancient, but with ant in it.
Giant.
When the opponent's level 8 or lower monster declares an attack, shall turn it to deck. Attack was 800 attack to this turn. Face it. Okay. So it's a really good card. Wouldn't have done a ton here. I think I just go to battle phase here. We'll declare an attack with it. Oh, 25 damage. We're quite happy with that. We'll pass that to you.
Okay. Okay, we got Fabellion.
Mm-hmm.
We can. Oh,
Yeah, we need
clear
to
him out as well.
Brilliant.
Boop, boop. Make you go an insect. Then.
Oh, you can make him an insect again.
I can't actually, because he's already an insect, so I can't.
Oh, will it
activate
not
him.
let you?
No.
Oh, okay. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it might also be because I don't have a face-up defense position monster on the field to draw a card.
Shouldn't matter though, because it says then if. So it's not a requirement or anything.
Whoop. Make your insect lose.
It's okay, he's still big. He's still big.
Bump, bump, bump.
He's no longer big. And the double hit. Ooh, this is gonna hurt.
Ooh.
Ow.
Not end.
Oh, those were the worst rolls in the deck. This sucks. What is going to be the play? If I do that and then don't get that, I suppose it doesn't. It kind of does matter. Alright, we're setting this either way. Now the question becomes, I think we have to set this and pass. I think that's the play.
Okie dokie. Well, I will. Blind Kamakiri. Up Hammer Crush.
Yep.
And pitch. Digra.
Got the bumper.
Or. Set a back row. Will activate this.
Yep. Was Hedgepeg. 32 to the dome. That's unfortunate. Well, we'll set and pass.
Oof.
Oh, Yeah, that's a rough one. I've got 4 tribute monsters in hand.
That's a shame.
Yeah, I mean, it happens, right? It's the thing in Rush, right? No matter what you do, you could always just draw them because you can't. Because I'm only playing the 9, right? So it's not like it's an overabundance of them. But if you play less, you'll never see them and never be able to play the game. And sometimes you just draw them all. And this is just one of those unfortunate games.
Wait, 9? Does that mean you're not playing the Triceratops?
No.
the incredible Triceratops.
That thing is ass, bro. I don't want to play that thing ever again. Oh, I sided out of the Shieldborn Kongs for this one and brought in Printing Presser just because it can get above your monsters. But unfortunately, there was never really a good time to play. I've got 2 of them in my hand. We just kept drawing more and more tribute monsters as the game progressed. We just couldn't do anything, unfortunately. But, that's how shit goes, right?
Yeah.
Your insects, though, looking pretty strong. And you managed to side in a lot of anti-back row to try and deal with the bumpers.
Yeah, I chucked in the hammer crushers.
Definitely the right play.
I think that's a must-have in a side deck, hammer crush.
Yeah. I think especially since there are the decks that do have the board wipes, like the Spellcasters, the Galaxy, now the Machines. Although the Machine one is kind of annoying because it's only a direct attack and you have to shuffle a bunch of normal monsters back into your deck, so you basically have to play a bunch of normals even if you don't want to be.
Yeah.
But it was cool. I basically built this deck to show off Drilling Track Tiger, which is a promo card. And I was quite happy we got to use it. We didn't really get to use its effect, unfortunately. But its effect is a bit naff anyway, so...
Were you running the piercing cards?
Yeah, I was running 1 copy of Pierce. I was like, it might come up. You never know. Well, so this was basically like a normal / Earth machine deck. That's kind of what we built it to be. So we kind of put in a bunch of normal monsters and specifically just Earth machines, so then we could use some Earth support cards with it.
Right.
And it did okay in those games. It's just, bricked a little bit in the last one. But, I'm quite happy with how it performed. Oh, but yeah, GG, buddy.
GG.